With me, Professor Kerry Brown, Professor of Chinese Studies at King's College in London, previously served as the first secretary at the British Embassy in Beijing. What do you make of it? I mean, what has Donald Trump gone home with?
Yes, I was in Beijing a couple of days ago, and we talked obviously with some Chinese colleagues about this potential deal, and they were fairly relaxed. They felt that their technical team in Malaysia had prepared for it very well. They knew the red lines, and they thought that it would be okay. I think they'll be happy with the outcome of this. It means that they can take it at their pace, because there'll be, as you say, more kind of negotiations. Their red lines, they haven't really given anything up. They've just got back what they already had. And what they proved in the last few months is that they have real leverage. You know, with the rare metals, which they process, they can really use this to get America where they need it to be.
The fentanyl issue was always a bit weird, in a sense. This idea that the Chinese were wanting to export as much fentanyl, illegal fentanyl, as possible.
Yes, it sort of has like a reverse of the opium wars, isn't it? Rather the other way around. Yeah, I mean, I think that obviously America was instrumentalizing that. But as I say, I mean, China has massive leverage now. And what it's also done in the
who's the stronger, I don't know, I'm being simplistic, but who has the whip hand here?
I think China does. I mean, I think that they have, that they're the massive manufacturer still. They have supplemented their ability to produce high technology. And they have proved that domestically, you know, Xi Jinping getting beaten up by America this way gives him great support. I mean, he is stronger now as a result of standing up to Trump. He's got quite a lot of domestic support. I mean, this domestically is all good for him.
In the earlier part of the since Liberation Day tariffs, all China did was respond. They didn't sort of lead the way. It's the last week or two on rare earths where they floated the balloon of restricting rare earths. Trump immediately came back into the game and raised his tariffs. They then relented. What was that all about?
And I think all the way through this, China has known that America is very strong. It does not take America lightly. It knows it's big and it's very powerful. So I think what they did was very smart. They waited until they absolutely had to do something. They knew that this meeting kind of had to happen. It's been a long time since Trump came to power when he hasn't met Xi Jinping. And so I think that meant that they were saying, we can really hit back and it will hurt you. So let's just talk. Mission accomplished.
Are the two sides close in a sense? They, you know, I'm not quite saying my enemy's enemy is my friend type of thing, but I am saying, you know, I looked at Xi Jinping's statement, which is basically, the world needs us both to get on. But at the same time, I get the feeling that who is Xi's?
I mean, it's enormously important for China. America matters to China. But we have to remember, Trump has cleared away the hawks, basically. I mean, the last few weeks, he's basically kind of said, we've got to be pragmatic. I mean, that's good, right? The two biggest economies in the world fighting is not a good thing. And remember, the golden rule, hawks always make terrible policy on China.
Right, but if you now take Russia and Ukraine, as if Donald Trump does get much more robust against Putin, where will Xi go with that? Will he be tempted to sort of back off from this grand alliance he has with Putin, or what do you think?
I think that China want the whole Russia-Ukraine thing to be resolved somehow in a kind of draw. I mean, they do not regard Russia as an equal to their power. I mean, America, they will regard as an equal. Russia is, I think, 15% of the Chinese economy.
But it doesn't seem as if Xi's prepared to put the pressure on Putin to settle.
Not publicly. But we don't know what's happening behind the scenes. And remember, I mean, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization earlier this month, last month, you know, Xi Jinping was not first among equals. He was the boss.
Great to see you, sir. Thank you. You flew in yesterday, which I'm very impressed that you're still awake. But you're probably used to that. Thank you for joining us tonight. Very kind.